Have you ever wondered how much Bitcoin you need to have to be considered rich? Or how much Bitcoin can the average person have? Maybe not, but today we're deep diving into that because I ran out of other video ideas. The popularity of Bitcoin has been on the rise throughout 2023 since the depths of 2022, which has resulted in a growing interest for Bitcoin and crypto once again. And many of you have probably seen this guy who told everyone to buy Bitcoin when it was at $1, and he released this video back in 2013. But not that many people bought Bitcoin, at least I did not. And why I'm bringing this guy up now is because I'm going to talk a little bit more about him later on in this video. First off, there are around 8 billion people in this world, and the max supply of Bitcoin is 21 million, but take into consideration that all Bitcoins aren't mined yet. I believe there's only 19 million Bitcoin that have been mined, so there's still 2 million Bitcoin left to mine, and there's also probably a few million lost from early adopters that didn't care too much about securing the hard drives. But if we divide the max supply of Bitcoin, which is 21 million, by the total number of people in the world, which is roughly 8 billion people, we get 0.0026. So if you have more than 0.0026 Bitcoin, then you have more more Bitcoin than the average person can have. So in one sense, you're considered rich if you have more than that. And the number is probably even lower because, as I said, a few million Bitcoin are lost and not every Bitcoin is mined yet. But let's stick with 0.0026 for the sake of simplicity. Okay, so let's take 0.0026 times $43,000, which is the current valuation of Bitcoin by the time I'm recording this video. Then we get roughly $112, which is not really considered to be rich, at least not by me. I don't consider anyone who has $100 to be rich, sorry. So with that said, let's define the term rich. For some, being rich is to have a roof over your head and clean running water. And for some, being rich is to have a nice car, a nice house, and a beautiful wife with a dog in a purse. And for some, being rich is to have your own private jet, your own NBA team, and also a Bugatti Chiron. But for the simplicity and sake of this video, I'm going to be basing the facts on the basis that being rich is to have a Lambo, nice mansion, cute dog, and some extra cash on the bank, which I believe is very reasonable. So I checked up some prices very quickly, and I could find some Lambos for $250,000, and the average price for a very nice mansion is $1.5 million. And then you get like a proper nice property or mansion, whatever you want to call it. And the cute dog sets you back around $1,000. Of course, it can cost more if it's a more like rare species. Is that correct to say? I don't know. Rare race. Anyways, and some extra cash on the bank I consider is to be at least $250,000 worth of Bitcoin. So all of that adds up to $2,001,000. So that's what the dollar valuation of your Bitcoin holdings needs to be in case for me to classify you as being rich. But before we dive into different price points and how much Bitcoin you need to be holding now in order to be able to afford that in a couple of years from now, let's explore some interesting millionaire stories. And let's pick up on where I left you in the beginning with Da Vinci Jeremy. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not completely sure. So he was the guy who posted this video back in 2013 where he told people to just buy Bitcoin for $1, and he even bought Bitcoin as low as 70 cents. And I guess that's a pretty nice return on investment because today Bitcoin is standing at $43,000. And according to this site right here, he is worth approximately $10 million as of June 2023. And as you can see here, he's sitting on a Lamborghini, which means that he is rich. Now, I don't know if he has a nice mansion and a cute dog, but I bet he does. I just wish that I could bring back time and watch the video he posted back in 2013, but by that time I was probably too busy playing Minecraft and drinking hot chocolate. But there's also another very interesting story that I want to tell you about. His name is James Howell, and he was going to Cyprus with some friends, so he wanted to clean up his office space, and his reasoning behind this was very understandable. The thought process was, I'm going to be drinking every day, I don't want to be on a hangover and cleaning this mess up when I get back. Long story short, he accidentally threw away a hard drive that contained around 8,000 Bitcoin, and he is still dumpster diving to this day trying to find that hard drive that he lost. lost. You don't want to be like James. You don't want to be losing 8,000 Bitcoin, trust me. So make sure that you store your cryptocurrencies safely. You can get a Tangem hardware wallet by clicking the link down below, where you also save 10% on your purchase. And with Tangem, you get multiple cards to access your crypto. So if James would have had 3 Tangem cards and he accidentally threw away one of them, he could access his 8,000 Bitcoin using the 2 other cards. Now, unfortunately, James did not have Tangem wallet and he lost all of his Bitcoin. By the way, I really want to hear your Bitcoin stories in the comments, or crypto stories. It could be crypto general, whatever. Like, tell me, how did you find Bitcoin? What was your first encounter, etc. Now, let's get back to how much Bitcoin you actually need to be considered rich. So if we divide the total amount of money it costs to buy the Lambo, the nice mansion, the cute dog, and also have some extra cash on the bank, which was $2,001,000, and divide that by the current valuation of Bitcoin, which is 43,000 Bitcoin dollars, sorry, then we get approximately 47. So in order to be rich today, you need to have 47 Bitcoin, but that is in the current dollar valuation of Bitcoin. And we're heading into a bull run thanks to Bitcoin's genius design and scarce forming technology. And if you don't know what a bull run is or how it works, you can click right up here where I'm explaining it very simply and easily to understand. It's also very much thanks to this deflationary technology that Bitcoin has become like a store of value rather than a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So in 2025, Bitcoin will probably be worth much more than it is right now. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, believes that Bitcoin can reach $135,000, which is roughly a 3x from the current point we're standing at. So if that price prediction goes to shore, you only need approximately 15 Bitcoin to be able to afford the nice mansion, the Lambo, the cute dog, and the extra cash on the bank. But the funny thing is that this price prediction is relatively conservative when you're looking at some other price predictions. For example, this one. This site right here believes that Bitcoin will be reaching $250,000 by 2025, which is roughly a 6x from our current standpoint at $43,000. And to be able to be considered rich, you need to have 8 Bitcoin. And according to Carl Runefelt, who is running the YouTube channel The Moon, he predicts that Bitcoin will reach $1 million by 2025, which is a 24x from our current standpoint, and that means that you only need to be having 2 Bitcoin in order for you to be considered rich. And one interesting price prediction is the one of Kathy Wood, and she's the CEO of ARK Invest, who believes that Bitcoin will reach $1.5 million by 2030. And that is roughly a 35x from our current standpoint, and that means that you need to have 1.2 Bitcoin in order to be considered rich. Now, keep in mind that the numbers might not be exactly right because I haven't adjusted them for expected inflation. And the expected inflation for the upcoming years could also be a little hard to predict, given the fact that we could be standing on the verge of a financial crash. And what I mean with this is that the price of the Lamborghini, the nice mansion, and the cute dog could go up a little bit over time, but it will probably not be too substantial of a price difference. I hope this video was of help to you and that I helped you decide on how much Bitcoin you should have in order to afford a nice Lambo, a good looking mansion, a cute dog, and also some extra cash on the bank. If you want to grab some Bitcoin for yourself, I leave a link down below so you can sign up on KuCoin and also receive $700 in beginner rewards. That's where I'm buying all of my cryptocurrencies from, and you can also do that yourself if you use my link down below. Also, Tangem are currently running a limited edition offer on white cards, which look very sleek. I have the black ones, but of course the white ones look very amazing as well. So if you want to grab some white cards, which is a hardware wallet as well, you can click the link down below and also save 10% on your purchase. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoy this content, and please tell me if you have any questions or thoughts in the comment sections down below, and I'll answer every single comment that you guys post. I really want to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Tashi. Goodbye.